I love printing. I love printing. I love it. I love printing.
So I'd like to welcome everybody back to another session of Printer to Printer. Today I'm speaking with Solvi Sveinbjornsson, my Viking friend in Iceland. I pronounced it right?
Yeah.
Okay, because it took 20 minutes.
Sveinbjörnsson is very good.
It took 20 minutes to get it right. And Solvi's from the company Umslag, which is his company, which was his father's company. Sveinbjörn, who was, I love Sveinbjörn, located in Iceland. So why don't you just tell us a little bit first about Umslag and what is it that you do?
Umslag is a private-owned company in Reykjavik. That is the capital of Iceland. It's in transactional printing, inserting, things like that. We do a lot of commercial printing as well. We are the only company, private-owned company that is doing that now in Iceland. So, but we are not that many. We are only 360,000 here. So, but yeah, that's our main business is like transactional printing and security printing, things like that.
And so you're the only company that's doing that in Iceland?
Yeah.
Really?
There were like several other companies, but we took them over, and now we're the only company doing that.
Wow, sounds like a problem.
Yeah, it's a great problem.
It's a great problem, eh? I'm coming to Iceland. I want to work there. So today the topic is COVID with everybody, and being that you're in Iceland and you guys are pretty secluded on your own little island. How is it there, and how was it? And actually, let me just ask you, how was your business before the COVID started?
We were quite lucky in the COVID because our business didn't slow that much down because we are not doing a lot of commercial printing, though we are doing some.
All the bills have to go out.
Yeah, all the bills have to go out, and statesmen, things like that are still going. So we are quite lucky compared to other companies. What hit us the most is that Iceland was getting very big in the tourist business. So a lot of printing companies were printing for the hotels and brochures and things like that. So they were hit very hard by the COVID in the printing business. A lot of companies, the government is helping them. I think most of printing companies are now like 25% of the staff are working full hours.
Wow. And then the government. So yeah, I think the government here, I think in Canada, and I know in the States, is also subsidizing payroll and helping people push along. Have you had to lay off anybody?
Before the COVID, I had already laid off like 10% of my staff, something like that. But as I said, we only had to lay it off like 5 to 10% more during the COVID, because that was the staff that was taking care of the commercial thing. But it's quite in I don't know how it is in your country, but here they are very it's quite expensive to lay off people in Scandinavian country because they have so much rights. So you have to pay them like 6 months, something like that. The day after you lay them off, you have to pay like 6 months more. It's very common thing here in Scandinavia. So it's very expensive. They are very well protected.
Is that regardless of how long they've been working for you?
It's usually at least three months at least.
3 months.
Yeah, but many people go to 6 months.
Wow. So during COVID, if you had to lay people off because of the COVID, was the government giving you any money to keep them, or?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that as I said before, that's happening here, and that's going to end here very soon, like in a month or two, or actually at the end of the year, and then we're going to see what happens, because I think there's going to be a bloodbath here with print companies that just can't keep and make the payroll on their own. Are there a lot of printing companies in Iceland?
Maybe 25, 30 companies, something like that. That are up and running.
That's a lot of companies, considering I think you have 350,000 people that reside in Iceland. And if when I was there with you last time, I think the number was like 1.5 million to 2 million tourists a year.
Yeah.
And now you have what, like 0 tourists?
10 to 15% of what it was when it was the best now. But the country is open, the tourists can come in, but they have to take like this COVID test. So they have to take a COVID test when they come, and then 5 days later again another test.
Wow. And
so it was, and they changed the rule very fast. Now you have to stay in the hotel for 5 days. So it was like, it was a big group of German people who was coming to Iceland over the weekend, and they had to stay in the hotel for the whole time and then just go back. So it's crazy, but.
Right. So if you came to visit me, you'd have to wait in your hotel room or my house for 14 days.
Oh, okay. 14 days.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So you can't come because we'd go crazy. But have you been doing any fishing lately?
Yeah, we have been chasing trouts on highlands mainly now.
Yeah. How's
so
that
it's quite fun. We go just on the highlands on Iceland. They have many good rivers there. And during the summer, we are chasing like this big brown trouts. You had one when you came the last time.
Oh my God! I had the nicest brown trout I ever caught in Iceland.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Gotta come back for more.
And now this is season for the sea trout. So the sea trout is like from the end of August until end of October.
Cool. So you got to take some time off from printing to go fish.
Definitely.
Excellent. Do you have at work, do you have any plans, anything special that you're doing? Are you going to be looking to buy anything, any new technologies?
We bought a Digiflex machine for the envelopes, and we're using a lot also for short runs of like paperbacks and things like that. That has been very successful. But as everywhere else is all about the short runs, right?
Yep. And being where you are, how is it getting equipment, parts, and service?
Oh, that didn't seem to be any problem about that. When you have to have a foreign label, then you can get like this special agreement with the government. So they have so people can come here, technology people, things like that, to work in your country, but. They don't have to stay in the hotel, but they just go to the workplaces and then go straight back, things like that.
Okay.
So that I don't think that has been, maybe spare parts, things like that has been quite difficult. It amazed me that during the COVID, you can buy everything from Amazon and things like that. And it was in Iceland like 2-3 days later. So
really,
it seems that that didn't stop during COVID, but.
Gotta love Amazon and you gotta hate Amazon.
Yeah, it's true.
Catch 22.
Yeah.
But that's so then that's good. Yeah, I think the supply chain everywhere though has been a little slow. People getting parts and service. I know even on my boat and with Mercury Marine, I can't get parts for the boat, for the motor if I need it, or the electric motor, stuff like that. So it's everything's a little crazy these days.
Mm-hmm.
And at work, is everybody working social distancing and spread out? And
yeah, it's like we have today we have 1 meter rule here. Universities, things like that, they're still open, but everybody has to wear the mask. And it's not when it first hit you, we had the same as everywhere else. It was just lockdown, but you could go out, things like that. But a lot of places were closed. But now it's quite easier approach. I think people are just starting to understand that you cannot just lock everything inside. It's more about the individual, how you think about yourself. Are you wear the mask? Are you taking care of your how do you say it? The hygiene? How do you say it?
Your hygiene and sanitation.
Hygiene, because of how small we are, it's quite easy to track everybody. So everybody has like this. Everybody in Iceland has this COVID app that are constantly running, so they can see if somebody has been around you that is infected.
Unlike the United States, where everybody doesn't want anybody watching them, you guys having that app probably makes it a little better to track things and to see where things are starting.
Yeah,
and end them. Today, I think it's about making sure that everybody's safe and not the individual. Anything else you want to add to your 15 minutes of fame?
If we have make some money, we have put it also in other businesses. So, you know, so that has been what has helped us a lot. We are not only putting money in the printing business, we're putting money in other business as well, because we know how printing businesses are going. For me, it's just not only focus on one business today, try to look 360 around you and see all the opportunities. If you have some leftover.
Well, after print, if you have some left over, you're lucky.
Yeah, that's true.
So that is pretty good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. Anyways, I can't wait for them to lift all the border stuff because I want to come back up there and hang out again.
Yeah, definitely.
Last time was a good time.
Yeah.
Between the fishing.
Canada is always waiting for me as well.
Well, you got a room here anytime you want. So jump on a plane and come on down and we'll show you what it's all about. Do say hello to your father for me. I miss him.
I'll do it.
And we'll speak to you soon. And thank you for taking the time to come sit on printer to printer discussion.
Oh, my pleasure.